Hello and welcome back to my channel. So if this is the first time you are watching it, welcome. I try and do a video every week. That's what it's been relatively recently anyway. And it's to cover my personal development journey over the year, etc, etc. I don't do this with any editing, so this is really for me to practice in front of a camera so that I can look back in 6 months' time and say, wow, you've improved since January, type of thing. And so so that's really what I've been doing. However, I'm going to pivot this slightly because I've been thinking a lot about what I talk about on this channel, and sometimes I meander. I'm a meanderer, if you will. But something I have always had an interest in is side hustles. Now, everyone hears about side hustles. Everyone knows the principle behind a lot of them, but actually doing them, actually testing them out, actually trying them, and just getting into the groove. That's really what I'm going to try and do. So every other week, I think I'm going to try out another side hustle, or every month, and just tell you how it's gone. And one of the things that kind of got me thinking about it, actually two things have got me thinking about this idea is, firstly, I have yesterday I did a focus group, first ever focus group, and I did it. I signed up for it. It was for 90 minutes. I mean, I thought it was going to be for 40 minutes, for $75 US. I thought that would have been kind of a good deal. It was 90 minutes, but hey, it was Netflix time, so it was still good time to use. And so this focus group, so I can't go into all the details because I had to sign an NDA for it, a non-disclosure agreement for this thing. But all I can say is it was for a how could I put it, a religious organization that wants to create a thematic religious experience. So like you go to Disney, maybe a bad metaphor, but go to something like a Disney, and they create an environment for you to embrace the principles of this religion. Now, I'm not overly religious. I'll put it another way. I grew up very religious, but over the years I've become less religious. So, that's by the by. But the reality was, I signed up for this, for my first focus group. There were 6 people, 5 people plus the moderator, and it was actually really quite interesting. I'd never done one before, and I learned a lot about this this religion, and I found it very interesting. So I have been signed up for this survey and focus group organization called Respondent for some time, and I think this is probably the first thing I've actually done, partly because the time zones are not always suitable, or once they're signed up, they disappear quickly. So I'm just looking to the side of my eyes because things keep popping up on my screen. Sorry. Yes, and so I signed up for it, and sure enough, I got onto this one. So taking a step back, I will put a link into the description. It will be an affiliate link, so that's an introduction for you. It doesn't cost you anything, but I will get a referral fee, so thank you very much if you do use the link to join them. And they have a lot of different surveys and focus groups, and we're talking $75, $50, $100, $150 for an hour or half an hour. I mean, to me, it makes so much sense to do these kind of things. So taking a step back again, so this got me thinking about the whole side hustle thing. I've been signed up for these things, but not actually pushed on. But I always like the idea of side hustles. So I'm going to be far more intentional about my side hustling, and the trials, tribulations, and failures, and there will be failures on this channel. So that's what you'll be getting from me, because I've done quite a few in the past, and I plan to do far more in the future. So this is going to be about me test driving different side hustles and see how they go. Now, another thing that kind of got me thinking about recording this and trying to reframe my side hustle approach was a conversation with my wife yesterday when I mentioned that I was doing this call. And she said she received emails from other research firms asking whether she'd be interested in doing different surveys. And these were for, she's within the education field, and it would have been 30 minutes, 40 minutes for $150 US. And she was kind of reticent about doing it. I thought, but why? You know all this stuff. You know what it's about. Why don't you do it? And she said, well, I don't really know whether I'm actually an expert. And I think there's almost like a lack of confidence, particularly from people in the education field who are in the field as a vocation, as opposed to someone like myself who's in the world of finance, who just sees this as a way to earn money in an interesting way. So I managed to kind of get her to think about doing it, and I think she will now, by using it as a way in which to build a Christmas fund. And so for me, I have now decided that this survey that I've just done will go towards my Christmas fund. So I'm shooting for, touch wood, a Christmas fund of $500 US. So I've done this one thing, that was $75. I did another online one for $25 about 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to count that as well. So that is $100. $100 on my way to $500. So this is my new journey to try and see how much I can build upon this side hustle, these income generating ideas, because at the end of the day, we cannot rely on just purely our one job. That's my view. I just feel we all need to at least think beyond your loyalty to your profession, loyalty to your organization. And I feel that we need to at least try to build up the skills, the opportunities to make money elsewhere. Now you can kind of Google side hustle and there'll be many thousands of different ideas and winners. Great. How many of them people are actually doing these ideas? Don't know. So this is what I'm going to try and do more of on this channel. Show you what I've done in over a month in terms of side hustles. So my first side hustle is this respondent one. As I said, there's going to be a link attached below, and so feel free to sign up for them. They have dozens on their website in terms of new ideas, new surveys and focus groups. Give it a whirl. And yeah, side hustles is part of my personal development. So this is still in keeping with personal development. I'm growing as a person by trying new things out. And that's really why I'm doing this. So feel free to leave a comment in the box below. And yeah, until next time. Bye for now.